Hey guys, welcome back to Indigo Soul Yoga. I am Stephanie. Today we have another special request from one of our students. Today's session is arm balances. We're going to be going over 4 arm balances: crow, side crow, elephant trunk, and 8 angle pose. But before we move into the actual postures, we have to warm up. So a couple of foundations for arm balances: core strength and upper body strength. Those are 2 areas that you must focus on in order to be able to move towards arm balance prep and actually achieving lifting your feet off of the earth. You have to lay the foundation to build a house. And the same thing goes for different yoga postures, having the foundation to move forward in the physical practice. So with that being said, we're going to get started. I myself have 4 blocks. If you don't have any blocks at home, feel free to grab really sturdy Tupperware, some thick books. And if you don't have blocks or books or Tupperware at home, you can add some blankets and they may be able to give you some support. So folding them up really good. I do recommend getting some blocks at home at some point in your practice. And we do have blocks on our website. Let's get started in tabletop, all fours, hands and knees. I do have my mini mat. For me, I require extra cushion. When I have my thick B mat, I don't always use it. Otherwise, I love my mini mat, or you can use a blanket or towel at home for cushion for your knees or your palms. So we're coming in all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, belly draws in, press palms down. We're going to start with toenails on the mat. We're going to go into this protraction, retraction. So pressing hands down, pull shoulder blades apart and draw them in. Pull apart and in. Press and pull those shoulder blades apart, draw them back in. Press and pull, back in. 2 more times, press and pull. Bring it back in. 1 more time, press and pull. Bring it back in. From here, we're going to come into cow and cat. Let's turn our feet under. So ball mounds of our feet are down. Belly is still taut. Palms are active. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Protraction. Stay in that protraction state. And on the inhale, come into that cow pose. Curve the low back. On the exhale, come to round. Hold that protraction for 3 more. Inhale, cow pose. Hold that protraction, warming up the upper body. Exhale, arch and round. I know it's tough. You got it. Inhale, curve your low back, chest opens. Exhale, round. 1 more time together. Inhale, open up your heart. Exhale, round. Come to a flat, neutral spine, back into that retraction, relaxed state, shake it out. Press hands down, rotate your right hand to face your right knee, wrist is forward, uncurl your toes, begin to sit your hips back, and on the inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, shift it forward, have to warm up the hands, the wrists, exhale, press it back. How do your hands and wrists feel? Shift it forward. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, take it forward. Let's do it 2 more times. Exhale, press back. Inhale, shift forward. 1 more time. Exhale, press back and hold just the pose, not the breath. If you notice my shoulder inched up to my ear, drop that shoulder down. Keep belly active. Breathing in and out. You got it, you got it. On your next inhale, we're going to shift our way forward. Exhale, rotate your right hand top of your mat. Maybe shake it out. Make some circles, a little fist. If you're making those circles, both directions, if it feels better, while you're here, sit back on your heels, sit on your bum. Because as you know, we have to take it on the opposite side. You ready? Let's make our way back into all fours. Hands under wrists, knees under hips, belly is active. Left hand's going to pivot 180, fingertips facing your knees. Wrist is forward. Take that breath in. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, pressing back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. 2 more times. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Last time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press back and hold. Shoulders are down. Press your palms down. Gaze between your hands or maybe just slightly forward. Try not to look back at your pelvis, at your thighs, at your belly. You got it. Few more breaths. Hang in there. When you're ready, as you inhale, shift forward. Exhale, rotate your hand. Make those circles. Shake it out. And as we did before, you can sit back on your heels, making those circles, shaking out your hand, shaking out your wrist. And if you prefer to stay in that hands and knees position where we started, stay there. A few more moments. We're going to find our way back into tabletop, hands and knees. Let's do it. If you need to, take your blocks underneath your hands. I've said this in previous videos. Or take your blocks, your books, your blankets, whatever you have. We're going to come into a plank, okay? Belly is firm, palms pressed down, pull those shoulders back. When you're ready, right foot back, left foot back, feet together or apart, whichever feels better to your body. Belly is firm, gaze between your hands. We're going to hold for 10. Palms are down, protraction, pull shoulder blades apart. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, press your palms down. 3, 2, 1, down dog, press back. Shoulders down and back, bending out your legs. We're going to take it forward, high plank. We're going to take it back, down dog. We're going to be here for 10. Bending those legs a few more moments. Pedal it out. One more, both sides. Both legs lengthen, belly draws in. Take it forward, high plank for 10. Down dog, press back. Take it forward for 9, shoulders over wrist, belly firm and back. Shift it forward for 8. I know you're warming up. And back, you have to have the prep. Take it forward for 7. And back, build the foundation for your house, your pose. Take it forward for 6. And back. For 5. And back. 4. Back, we're going to hold that plank in a moment. Take it forward, 3. And back. Last 2. And back. Take it forward, hold 10. I know. 9. 8. 7. Take your knees down in a moment. 6. Hold out, hold out. 5. 4. 3. We're coming into supported child's pose. 2. 1. Take the knees down. Big toes together. Walk your knees out wide. Shoot your bum back. We're going to take those arms forward. Continue utilizing the block. Big anterior chest stretch. Feel free to take that third block down for your forehead to rest on. Press your palms into the blocks. Draw shoulder blades together. Chest comes forward. Active. On your next inhalation, shift your weight forward. Walk your hands, your blocks back underneath your shoulders. So now we have to give those hips a little bit of L-O-V-E, love, because the poses we're doing require some hip mobility, right? We're doing crow, side crow, elephant trunk, 8-angle pose. Hips have to be fired up. Got to put a little bit of, gas in the tank. I hope my analogies land. They may not. Anywho, we're back into hands and knees. We're going to come into balancing table. Right leg extends back. You can start with toes down, and when you feel ready, lift your foot. Right foot steps outside your right hand, lizard lunge. We're going to hold for 10. We're going to hold for 9. Pelvis is forward, your thigh is open. Press into that back leg. We're holding for 7. Shoulders are down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your heel. Now take that leg directly back. We're going to step it forward, step it back. Let's do it. For 10, take it back. For 9, and back. Feel free to adjust the height of your blocks if you need to. And back. For 7, and back. Blocks have 3 levels. For 6, when you're ready, take it back. For 5, do what you need to for you. For 4, taking it back. For 3, and back. Last 2, draw your belly in if it's not back. 1, and hold. So from here, if your body permits, lower down to that lowest level on your forearms if you can. Okay? Take a few cleansing breaths. Do what you need to. We're building the foundation. We got one more side to do. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing back up. Take that right leg behind you and lower down. Opposite side, reset. Leg extends back, toes on the mat to start if you prefer, or go ahead and lift up. Step your foot outside your hand. Pelvis comes forward, shoulders dropping down, belly is in, okay? If you're not certain if your lower abs are active, take your palm just below your umbilicus, your umbilicus, that's how I always taught to say it, umbilicus, your belly button, and press in, and then you say, oh, okay, yeah. Once again, that bottom hand, if that shoulder is coming up, press and lift. We're here for 4 more. I know we've been holding y'all for 3, 2, 1. Lift your heel, extend your leg back for 10, and forward. For 9, and forward. For 8, adjust your blocks where you need. 7, 6, are you breathing? 5, y'all want to know something random here? 4, I did not turn the air on, and it is so hot. 3, the heaters are not on in here either. 2, just my own internal fire. Last 1, step it forward. Here we are. I should really turn the air on. A little joke here, but yet serious. I think sometimes we're here for 6 more, y'all. You can lower to your forearms if you haven't already. We take things so serious, right? So it's okay to take a moment to laugh, to joke, take the edge off. Last 3, 2, 1. Come back up onto your hands. Take that leg back behind you. Lower your knees down. So where we're going to go from here, we're going to hold a forearm plank for 10. Then we're going to get into those postures. You ready? Take your forearms to your mat. With or without your blocks, you decide. A couple of options here. Forearms are down, almost as if you're going to come into puppy pose or Sphinx. Shoulders over elbows, palms are down. Option, hands can clasp together. Step legs back. You decide. When you step your legs back, if your bum is in the air, that's not a plank. If your hips are sagging down, you're going to have lower back pain. That is not a plank. So if either of those are happening, you want to come to that neutral place or modify with knees down. Here we go. We're holding for 10. For 9, this is it. 8, 7. Protraction 6, belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Take your knees down. Whew. Good work, good work. Shall we move forward? Feel free to take some sips of water. Whatever you need to do, you can pause the video, come back to it. I wish I had brought my amino acids in here. They're at the front in the main part of the studio, and I'm thirsty and I'm hot. I'm not going to cut this out of the video. I'm going to keep it in, and we're going to keep going. All right, y'all. Here we go. Blocks or no blocks. We're starting with crow pose. I am going to turn to face forward in this viewpoint. Whether you have blocks or not, I'm going to demonstrate, and I'm going to teach with and without blocks. There's so many ways to get into crow, but normally crow is probably the first arm balance that most people are taught. So we have our blocks. Whether you have 2 blocks, 4 blocks, or 0 blocks, we're going to get started. So I am sitting in a modified hero's pose. I am going to take my blocks. I invite you to do the same. Outside my thighs, press down. I'm going to lift up. From here, taking my blocks in front of me. Also going to take a block for my head to rest on. I might need a block for my feet. So I'm going to place that block behind me. Here we go. Hands are down. I'm going to start with my forehead on this block. And as I always say, blocks have 3 levels. Level A or 1, level 2 or B, level 3 or C. I'm going to take my block for my forehead on level C. Okay? Palms are down. Giving myself some room. Take that block behind me up a little bit. Bring my feet to my block. So now, my bum is down. I have already made space. Like I got space for my belly, in between my thighs. Knees are going to come to triceps. I'm already prepped. Boom. Just so I can shift it forward. Okay? So palms are down. We've got that protraction. Open up. Open up. Here. Shifting forward. My forehead's down. I'm already in. This is crow. This is it. If we want, we can lift one foot, take it down. Lift the other. Take it down. Lift both. And lower down. So I'm going to also demonstrate without the blocks, and I'm going to turn, okay? And as you move through the practice, and perhaps you don't need as many blocks, take a block to the side. Or perhaps you need a block for just your feet or your hands and so forth. And you may need a shorter block. At our studio, we have 3-inch blocks. So just imagine taking a portion of this block off. So it still elevates you, but it brings you a little bit closer to the mat. So you decide, do you need 3-inch blocks? Do you need 4-inch blocks? So I'm going to use the blocks here. So now my feet are lining up with my blocks. My palms are down. I'm going to bend. So when I bent, my knees came inward, which affects my pelvis. So I want to open those knees out. Draw your navel in. Palms are down. We're bending our legs, knees coming towards our triceps. Press down. We're going to shift forward, lift our heels, active. So here, shoulder blades together, chest opens up. We are in crow. Same thing we said before. Lift one, take it down. Lift the other, take it down, lift both. And lower. And you can do this without the blocks as well. And lower down. So, comment below, let me know, what do you think? Blocks or no blocks, 4 blocks, 3 blocks, or maybe you like having that prep of a space for your head to rest on, or maybe just your feet. Let's do a little demo here. So now our forehead's down. I have to walk it forward a little bit more for me. What do you think? A lot of good options. And you can repeat. Take that block behind your feet. No block for your forehead. Play around with it. Maybe pause the video and see what you think and come back, let me know. But we're going to keep on moving. All right? So we've gone over crow, Bakasana. Let's move into side crow. Shall we? Yes, we shall. We'll take our blocks to one side. Standing up here. Whew. Goodness gracious, y'all. I'm tired. Whew, 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 whew. I never did turn that air on. So where we're going to go. Toes are pointed forward. Let's sit down in a chair a few times, okay? With or without the arm. So take a breath in. Exhale, we're going to sit it back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair, and hold. Shoulders are down. Knees are pointed forward. Pelvis drives down rather than tucking it forward. We're going to bring it down. More neutral. Take pressure off your back, okay? From here, hands come to heart center. Shoulders are down. We're in that nice chair pose. We're going to twist to one side. Elbows are stacked. Check in with your knees. Stay here or when you're ready, because we're going to take that side crow. We're going to hook that tricep outside our thigh. So as you can see, my knee popped forward. I need to pull my knee back so my knees are partners. Elbows stacked. We're getting ready. Hands are going to come down to your mat or to your blocks. I'm going to demo with the blocks. Take those hands down. Your arms are going to be a shelf for your legs. We're bending. Lift our heels. Lift one, take it down, lift the other. And when we're ready, we lift both. And take it down. Want to try the same on both. On the other side, with or without the blocks. And as your practice expands, you can extend your legs out. Do all kinds of fun stuff. You can come from side crow into fallen angel. We're not teaching that today, but that is also an option. Let's try the other side. Take the blocks or without. What do you think? I'm going to say no blocks. For me, I might actually need them, but we'll see what happens. Each day is different, okay? Let's do our chair again. Mountain pose. Toes are pointed forward. Pelvis is down. Shoulders are soft. Have a seat. Rise up. We have 3 more. Have a seat. Rise up. Have a seat. Connect with your breath. Rise up. Last time we're going to sit and hold. When you're ready, hands come down. Take a breath in. Exhale, we twist. Knee pop forward. Pull it back. Hook that tricep. Elbow stack. Remember, protraction, retraction. Your powerhouse, your core is active. When you're ready, hands to your mat. to your blocks. Your arms are a shelf. Legs come together. We lift. And lower down. Not so bad. 2 down, 2 to go. If you want to pause the video, play around a little bit, go right ahead. Otherwise, we're moving forward into elephant trunk. Shall we? We shall. We have our blocks outside our hips. We're going to sit down into staff pose, bum down, legs are forward. So if you need to, you want to make sure you're stable. If you're kind of rocky, I'm kind of rocky. I'm going to adjust the flesh underneath us. So finding more stability. Toes are up, heels are down. We have our hand, low belly, lower back. We're taut, we're active. Core, everything fired up, right? We have the key in the ignition turned on, or maybe you've done the push to start. I don't know what kind of car you have, but that's just a little way to think about. We're getting ready to take off in our car, ready to pump that gas, right? So we have to prepare. Key in the ignition. Toes are down. We're ready. We shall. So from here, I'm going to take my right leg, bend that right leg. Feeling pretty good here. Hope so. Now, my left hand, sole of my right foot is going to lift up. My right arm is going to come inside. And so now my arm, my shoulder, my trap is going to act as a shelf for my leg. Very similar to when you were in side crow. Arm is a shelf. Okay. We lift up. So now we're binding leg and arm together. So if you let go of your hand with your foot, your leg is not going to go anywhere. If you saw I was kind of slumped down, you have to sit up tall, power, strong, right? Have our blocks nearby. We're going to press. We're going to lift. Whoop. Got my block here. A little bit higher. Here we are. Press, lift. Feet are active. Take it down. This is a point where you might like that 3-inch block. For me, on my right side, this was a little bit high. I would have preferred to have the 3-inch block, or maybe have rolled up a towel to give me a little bit of height, but not as much as the 4-inch. But for you, the 4-inch may be just what you need. Each person is different. So we make the yoga, the postures, accessible for our bodies in this moment today. Because today is different than yesterday. It will be different from tomorrow in some way. So we adjust, right? So we're going to demonstrate again. I'm going to go no block this time, okay? Alrighty. Toes are up, leg is bent, abs are active, arm comes down, we lift up, make that shelf, walk your hand back, we're tall. Feet are active, core is turned on. We're getting ready to press onto the gas, right? We're reversing it, or maybe we're driving forward depending on your car. We're pressing, we lift up. Press and lift. Let's take it on the other side. So elephant trunk preps us for 8 angle pose. But we're going to do the other side so we're balanced. Ready? Take your leg out. Opposite leg draws in. Okay? With or without your block. For me, I'm going to demonstrate without the block because, as I said before, the 4-inch is a little bit high for me, and I'm not going to get out 3-inch blocks right now. Alrighty? So leg is down, make some space, adjust the flesh where you need. Take your arm up, bring it down, hand to foot, we lift, adjust, feet are active. You see how I round it? We're going to lift up, take pressure off of your lumbar spine. Abs are active, low back, the entire trunk is turned on, elephant trunk. Here we go. Press and lift. And you could always take a block. Here we go. And lower down. What do you think? You're going to play around a little bit here, up and down. Use your blocks. If you're ready, if you didn't press pause, let's move forward into 8-angle pose. Shall we? Let's do it. We're going to go back. My right side, depending on how it is for you, might be your left. Really doesn't matter though, because we are going to do both sides. Shall we? Legs are active. Hands draw back. Let's take a breath in. Let it go. Again, breath in. Release it out. Y'all, it is nothing like a cleansing breath. It is like one of the simplest pranayamas, breath works that you can do. It is so powerful and peaceful to your body, to your mind, to your spirit. I take cleansing breaths every single day. Love it. Anywho, let us move forward. Bend our leg. Opposite leg is active. Arm comes in and down. Hand to foot. We lift. Walk our hand back. Connection. Arm and leg. They are bound as one. Okay? We're going to press down. We're going to lift up. Now, we're going to cross our feet. Extend out. Chest is lifted. 8-angle pose. We lower down. I know, it's a lot, right? That's why 8-angle was last today. And what you can do as you're prepping, like have a block or cushion set up for your feet to rest on, or for like your shoulder. The caveat to the shoulder is when your legs are out and you come forward slightly, if you begin to rest on your block with your shoulder. You want to pull that shoulder back, reduce pressure into your joints, okay? That's why you want to stay active. This is why it's important to build that foundation, to do the core exercises, to do the arm balance prep, holding those planks, getting into some push-ups. We didn't do push-ups or chaturangas today, but that's also a practice that can help you build your upper body strength, helps to build your core strength, which facilitates the ability to do arm balances. Sounds good? Maybe, maybe not. I hope so. Y'all comment, let me know what arm balances did you try out of the series this morning or this afternoon, depending on when you're taking it. Let me know which one you liked or you want to work towards, or if there's another arm balance. There's tons of arm balances. I just chose 4 today to help you get started. Let's take that 8-angle pose on the opposite side, shall we? Let's do it. Adjust the flesh. Here we are. Leg bends. Arm reaches up. Exhale, take it down. Opposite hand, we lift. Make that shelf. As you can see for me, I need more help in my body on my left side, right? I have to help my leg come over my arm. That is my body. That might not be your body. So knowing yourself, where you need support is important. We lift up, press, maybe with your elephant trunk, up, down, before you're able to lift your leg, or you have that block underneath you, okay? Here we go, 8-angle pose, press, lift up, elephant trunk, leg draws in, feet cross, extend, pull that shoulder back, hold, pull that shoulder back, lower down. Whew. Did you exhale like I did? Maybe, maybe not. Lower down. Let's do a few stretches before we wrap it up. Or if you want to pause the video and practice your 8-angle a little bit longer, know that you can. Otherwise, we're going to keep it moving. Back into staff pose. Heels are down, toes are up, belly in, hands are down. Inhale, take those arms up, palms face the sky. Exhale, take them down, palms to your hips. Inhale, take it up, palms face the sky. Exhale, take it down 2 more times. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale up. Stay on the exhale. We're holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Fingertips face the ceiling. Palms come together. Tricep, bend your elbows. Your thumb knuckles come to the top of your cervical spine. If your arms are out wide, bring them together. Big stretch. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms reach up. Exhale, we're going to fold it forward. Hands rest where they can. Your thighs, your legs, your feet. Draw chest forward. Chin comes down. Slowly make your way back up. And exhale. We're going to come to a cross-legged seat easy pose. Hands outside your thighs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to one side. Shoulders down and back. For me, my actual right hand is at my left thigh, my left knee. Left hand's behind me. Usually I'll teach in a mirror fashion, but today I did not. So we're going to twist out both sides, so it really doesn't matter, y'all. Twists are so good for release. Great for the kidneys, the adrenals, lymphatic system. On the inhale, we take it up. As you exhale, opposite side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale out like a T. One more breath in. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Breathe. Rock it out. Oh my gosh, this feels so good to me. I don't know about you. If rocking doesn't feel good, guess what? Don't do it. Make your way back up if you're rocking. Arms out like a T one more time. Big hug, opposite arm under and over. We're going to take it forward. Rise up to neutral. Take it forward. Giving yourself a big hug, chest stretch, but also when you round it forward, give yourself a back stretch as well. Feels so good, so good. And once again, if you don't want to rock or round forward, don't do it. 2 more, let's do it, or stay in stillness. Last one. Oh my gosh, that felt so good. So good. All right, let's reach it out one more time. And take it overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths together. Big breath in. Sigh it out. One more time. Big breath in. Let it go. I thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And remember, build the foundation. Do those basic movements that are going to provide the physical strength because you already have the internal strength to do the work. True power comes from within. Thank y'all so much for practicing. Like, subscribe, and share. May peace be with you.